Welcome in along with Zac Robinson. I'm Cole Brown, checking in on some year 2 quarterbacks. Zac, to get started, let's look at former number 2 overall quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky to the Chicago Bears. A guy who really is not grading out as well as the stats show. Why is that?
Yeah, the stats look pretty good. You look at his overall passer rating, he's in the top third in the NFL. But in our grades, he's 30th out of 33. Just has not played well, struggled big time with his decision making and just where to go with the football pre-snap. That's your number 1 asset as a quarterback, is how to diagnose and where to go with before the snap, and he struggles in that area over and over, and that's why you see teams blitz him so much. He has the lowest grade against the blitz, so there are a lot of areas to clean up for him to, ultimately take this offense and this team where they want to go. I
know it's only year 2 and he's obviously a young quarterback, but where do you see him going from here?
Yeah, I think he's going to grow in experience in the complexities of the looks that he's getting defensively, and some of these blitz looks, they can help him out with the screen game and things like that, but he's got to take some major strides in where to go with the football before the snap, and we've seen him when he's in rhythm and he knows where to go, he's pretty accurate. Most of his bad plays are more decision-making, not really accuracy-based. So he's got a long ways to go in terms of cleaning that stuff up. It's going to come with experience, and he's just going to have to study these looks and understand where to go with the football.
Moving along to our next quarterback, former number 10 overall pick to the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Showtime Mahomes, a guy who's absolutely on fire.
He's been incredible. There's not much more you can say. Everybody's seen his game throughout the year. Second highest grade in our system, leader in big-time throws, inside the pocket, outside the pocket. We've seen him just excel in every single area. He's had a couple forces since starting off the season so clean, but we saw it kind of start with the Patriot game. He's forced the ball a little bit, but he's able to make up with so many big-time throws throughout the game and so many game-changing, flipping the field position type throws that there's really not much more you can say in a positive light about Patrick Mahomes.
Put on your defensive coordinator hat. How do you slow this guy down?
I don't think you can. Teams are trying to play man. They're trying to mix up the looks. Anytime you play zone, he knows where to go with the ball. So I think you have to mix up the looks a ton, maybe do some different types of man-to-man where you're dropping guys in to double Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce, and then you got to be worried about Sammy Watkins as well. So the disciplined pass rush is a lot easier said than done, but containing that guy in the pocket and kind of almost a muddy type rush instead of trying to get upfield to disrupt him, try to keep him in the pocket. Like I said, a lot easier said than done, but that looks like if you got a good chance to beat him, that's the only shot you got.
Well, there you have it. Zac definitely has the answer for that. Hopefully some teams can take notice on that. Moving on to our third guy on the list, former number 12 overall pick to the Houston Texans, a guy who really makes anything out of anything. It doesn't matter what happens. Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, no, he's played great. He's coming off his best game. His stats last year didn't match up with our grades. We had him a little bit lower grade-wise, but this year his grade has been good. He's been middle of the road. His stats last season were incredible until he got hurt, but he's been under the pressure the most in the NFL. Some of that is on his own doing, but a lot of it's on the offensive line, and it's just up to him to make plays outside of structure. He's got to find that balance between taking the shot that's there and then extending the play. Sometimes he can get a little too wanting to make stuff happen outside of structure. He finds that balance, and it looked like he kind of found it last week, and we'll see how he continues to improve.
We talked a little bit off camera, but I'm sure our viewers would love to know, who do you think his game best reminds you of, past or present?
Yeah, you can look at another former Houston quarterback, and that is Warren Moon. I think their similarities are very similar in terms of aggressive downfield throwers. They may not read the play out exactly clean. They might miss a couple of reads here and there, but they can extend with their legs, always looking to take a shot down the field. So I think Warren Moon definitely fits the bill for that. And then he's almost turned into a Russell Wilson-style playmaker outside the pocket, which was very unlike him in college. He was a timing and rhythm thrower. We've seen him do that more and more this season. We saw a bunch last year, but I think those two guys, but Warren Moon especially, you look at their just downfield aggressiveness and that mentality, I think definitely matches up.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson can definitely make something out of nothing all the time. All 3 quarterbacks have a very bright future in the league. Well, there you have it. That wraps up our video talking about the second-year quarterbacks and how they've done so far. Make sure to like this video as well as subscribe for future videos.